We back, fam. Ran out of that was a good one. We ran out of ran out of video over there. Anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, so what we doing? So this part two of what I was saying. We we incorporating the spiritual world with the material world. That's what we're doing over here, fam. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. We remembering our roots. We're remembering the ways of old, the ways that we things used to be before all these twists and turns and flip of the wrist and we getting outside of our ego and it's going to something else and getting outside of our shadows and that type of deal. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that, the old our old ways and our old world giving way to the new world, basically our new foundation, the new world that we creating in our lives or whatever. A different perspective, a different outlook of things. Okay, and recreating our world from the old ways things used to be. Okay, and we started to celebrate with our, you know, start celebrating again with our new family, with newfound energy. Our new families, our new abundance of prosperity, growth. Our true roots that run deep. We not really caught up in these old ways anymore, basically. Okay, so we start reaching new heights because of this new foundation, a whole new direction, basically. Okay, so give me a second, man. I love it out here, man, because it's windy. You know what I'm saying? It's windy, but I love it, man. I love being out here in this nature, man, because it's like you feel connected. You feel real connected out here, fam. So anyway, speaking of feeling connected, we're talking about. Give you a few things we're talking about, fam. We're talking about when being disconnected. When we start to disconnect ourselves from the divine within, we start taking on these new programs. Okay, as an example, which is, these ego-based programs, because hey, like I said, it may be coming from from an ego, an ego program of you know things that have been handed down from generation to generation. New ways of being, new programs, new systems in place, and it all may be by design, family. You got these ego-based designs. They're gonna be you're gonna start the survival instinct start to kick in. And remember what I told y'all about that survival instinct, fam? A whole lot of things get all twisted when you're in survival mode. Okay, so a few things that I wrote down here is that you start to have that lack mindset. You start to have that not having enough, needing to work hard for money. Always on the grind, trying to get this and get that. Not having enough, trying to get over on somebody just to, so that lack mindset, fam. You know what I mean? We start taking on that kind of stuff. Needing to work for money, working hard instead of basically in our flow. You know what I mean? And just division amongst each other. You know what I mean? We're not even really trying to get together, work together, but we're trying to, because we're in survival mode. It start to cause divisions, and I'm talking about all forms of division. Race, borders, whatever. Divisions in our society. This need for control, the need for control of things, ideas, other people. In our relationships, we're trying to, all this kind of stuff start kicking in. Narcissism, all this stuff. That's what I'm talking about, fam. When you're in survival mode, the ego it runs rampant, basically. So we start to judge ourselves, and then we start to judge other people. Okay, it may not seem like it. Like I said, the ego gonna gaslight you. It's not gonna let you see that we judging others, but we judge ourselves. So we absolutely gonna be judging other people, basically. And the thing is, look, like I said before, fam. You know, this is not trying to even point the finger at ourselves, but this is just to kind of bring awareness to what may be going on in these old programs, in these old ways, and why it's important to let go of this old way of how we used to be and how we used to think, and this old identity of what we done picked up in this programming. Okay, so we start to seek answers outside of ourselves. We start trusting ourselves, and our children start to learn that, and they won't trust themselves. They trying to go outside themselves now. And Google, everything got to be about Google and Siri and this and that or whatever. Going to book for this instead of us really kind of sitting down and maybe just meditating, maybe just sitting down quiet and trying to see if we can get those answers within ourselves. Okay, a real connection right to the divine is what I'm talking about, family. So and here's the other thing. We start trusting and taking on passed down information, like I said, which that's subject to illusions and confusion when you start taking out other information, because you can have 3 people, you can have 10 people in a room, and y'all start down the line, and y'all start to say, hey, look, we got a red crayon, and by the time you get down the line, it may be a blue piece of candy by the time that the last person get the information. Okay. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that passed down information, basically, fam. Self-sabotaging ourselves. Okay, that's self-explanatory. We start to have regrets in our lives. We start to look back and what I should have did and this and that, whatever. Start having fears of all kind of things. Fears of aging. Fears of death. Fears of this is all kind of things. When in that survival mode, not being enough. Confused about our directions in life. Forcing things to happen in our lives instead of kind of being in our flow. We got a lack of motivation, a lack of inspiration, a lack of enthusiasm, a loss of creativity. Okay, it happens to us all. When we're in that survival mode, we start focusing on more other things, start to be more important than our creative sparks that are within us. And that inner child really wants to just play and create and bring value to the world by just doing what it wants to do, basically. Not doing what it feels like it needs to do, because of bills and this and that, whatever. And there's other ways we can provide value for the world, family. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of talented people in this world that are, that talent is going to waste right now because we may be packing a box or whatever like that because we got a car note or something like that due. And I get it, fam. It's like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that. But the thing is, it's like that because that's what we're telling ourselves it is. Okay? It's like that because that's what we believe in that it is. That's what our ego is telling us that it is. That's what we've been programmed down to generation to say, you know what, it just is like that. It's like that. That's how it is. I gotta get this. I gotta pay. But when you sit down and really think about it, family, it's like that because that's how we creating our world. Okay? And, we started to be and the other thing, codependent on others. We started depending on other people to do this and do that, and we feel like we can't do this without this person, and we can't really be independent. We can't be our own bosses, and we can't be entrepreneurs. We need this person in our life. We need that we need love. We need this. We need that. But really, when it comes down to it, fam, when you lose that connection with the divine, that's how it's gonna be. We gonna start depending on other people to make us happy instead of being happy already within ourselves and bringing that happy to the table. See, we depending on other people to save us and be this and be that for us. And then when those people feeling some other type of way and we get let down, it's a whole nother ball game then, fam. So, there's a lack of, then we talking about a lack of joy. You get a lack of peace, a lack of hope. These are all things that can happen when we lose that connection, with the divine within ourselves, fam. And we start going after the bags, and we start doing this, need to do that, and getting in this rat race, okay? And then we start longing for a savior. We start looking for somebody to save us outside of ourselves. We may go look in a book. We may go looking on a cloud somewhere for somebody to save us, in a partner, in twin flames and soulmates and everything like that. We may go look at our pet for to save us. Our families, we may go want our families to save us. We want money to save us. Material things that help us out, that make us happy. And these things, survival mode is, nah, fam. We looking to do some different things over here, fam. That's so. We may look at, we may want our favorite doll to save us, toys and video games to save us. Okay. Some of us go to the triple X sites, okay, to save us, okay. We blow up the dolls and everything, all kind of, yeah, like that, yeah, candies, cakes, ice creams, and cookies, okay, fam. Everything outside of ourselves instead of going within ourselves to save us, okay. So this is what I'm talking about, fam. We get into that survival mode and we in these old ways. This is what we want to break out of, fam. This is the message today. We looking to let go of these old programs, and all of these things may be things that have been programmed within us, fam. Getting it from TVs and like I said, all this may be by design, okay? All this may be by design. From that chessboard, okay? Sacrifice the pawns, and everything else got to fall in line from that. Okay, so we got to say, you know what? Look, we're not on that chessboard no more. We're not playing that game anymore. We're gonna recreate our world. We gonna recreate our lives. Is what we trying to do over here, fam. Like even that checking out. You know what I mean? Just to save ourselves. Okay, some of us they want to resort to that. You know what I mean? Just hey, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this no more. So. That's why this message is very important, fam, because there's some of us that have reached that are reaching that kind of point, and we want to, and if it's our children, fam, this is why we gotta shed that light right there on this subject, family, because it's a serious thing right now, fam, and the divine loves us all so much, and it really wants to shed light on things, and that's why letting go of these old ways and old programs is very important, because it's going to pave the way for the next generation, and if they're watching us as an example, the adults, it's going to pave the way for them to help recreate this world brand new, from a new foundation, prosperous, creative, joyful, happy already, not needing this and needing that, bringing value to the world, okay? Not being programmed, but we're recreating our world. We're connected now to the divine. It's not just about the bag. We realize that connection with the divine comes with the bag. Okay, it comes with the bag, and that's how when we incorporate those two worlds, we bring more balance in our lives. It's not too much of this and too much of that. We creating real balance. So there's order being restored into this world. There's not too much of this, this masculine or this feminine, or more power over this and more power over that. It's just more balance. Everything's on an even playing field. Look at them birds up there, fam. That's we talking about the truth right now. So that's what we talking about on this message right here, fam. We talking about connecting with our higher self, that our intuition, that part of ourselves that knows how to direct us in the way that we should go. It shouldn't be any resistance. It shouldn't be any, I wonder if I need to do this or I need to do that. So you're going to automatically know, fam, because your higher self going to let you know, hey, as long as you trust me, you're not going to get steered wrong. You're going to know where to go, when to go over there, and everything that you're going to need, because you're in touch with that divine within yourself. Everything that you need, it's already going to be provided for you. If you got to have control of any of that, all you got to do is just have a connection with the divine within yourself, and your material world is gonna already be taken care of. Don't worry about how it's gonna be done. Release the control of everything and this and that or whatever. Surrender all that to the divine, and everything that you can imagine, you can have. All you gotta do is have a passion for it. Go for whatever it is that you want to do, and the divine will work out the how in your life. And that's what we're doing on this channel, family. That's what we're talking about on this channel right now, okay? It's just as simple as that. And like I told y'all, fam, keep watching this channel. Keep watching this channel. Y'all gonna see hey, this ain't got nothing to do with, this ain't got nothing to do. I'm leading by example, fam. That's what's going on over here, okay? Now, like I said before, keep watching this channel because the divine is gonna through me is gonna allow the world basically to see what's possible in this world. Okay, I'm not just gonna be over here talking about this and that or whatever like that, and the proof is in the pudding, fam. So like I said, everything is a process. Everything may not happen overnight, but at the end of the day, it all lines up, family. All you gotta do is have a little bit of patience, and all you gotta do is have that passion to go after what it is that you love to do, and let the divine and get it up to the divine. Don't try to control how any of that. Just let all of that go, and watch your world change, fam. Because you decided to love yourself and leave it all up for the divine to work on the how. Not trying to control anybody or anything like that or whatever. Allowing everybody to live their life and play out their own roles. And you just doing what it is that you want to do in this world, and living your life that way. And incorporating those two worlds and building it from a new foundation. Letting go of that old way and the old way we used to be, and taking on our new version of ourselves. A new way of thinking, a new way of talking, a new way of walking, a new way of thinking about money, a new way of thinking about our relationships, a new way to train our children, a new way to bring up our children, to allow them to be free, not to put our stuff on them, but allow children to have their own imaginations. Allow them to be free and be innocent just like they are, and to create and reward them by basically, complimenting them on their thoughts and their ideas, letting them feel very important, And that's what we're doing over here on this channel right here, fam. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. That's what the message is about, okay? So I'm gonna leave it at that, fam. I think that's gonna pretty much cover it. You gotta let that process right there. So that's what we're talking about, family. We're talking about bringing that spiritual world with our material world, letting go of this old way that we used to think about things, and taking on a new version of what we're creating and what we're putting out in the world. Going inside of ourselves and asking what if. Going inside of ourselves and saying, who am I? Who do I want to be today? Who do I want to create myself as today? What do I love to do? Bringing that value to the world, fam, and letting us all in on it. Let us all in on it, fam. Let us in on it, okay? Please let me in on it. Hit that like button. Subscribe, leave a comment. Y'all know how we do it over here, fam. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no more, but listen, love yourselves. Let's let go of that old way we used to think about things. Let's get off that chessboard. Let them know we ain't playing that game no more. And let's recreate our world, family. Let's do it for ourselves. Let's do it for our children. Let's do it for the animals of the world. Let's do it for our atmosphere. Let's do it for our waters and our winds and our grass and Mother Earth. Okay. Let's do it for ourselves, fam, because this world can be a whole better place if we're all loving ourselves and becoming one instead of being divided. Okay. Divided we fall, together we stand, family. All right. I love y'all. I see y'all on the next one.